and welcome back to another episode of Garage Fever by Krieger. Today we're going to continue working on this Olds 98 here. In the last video, you may recall we were troubleshooting some fuel delivery issues, and I thought maybe the mechanical pump just went bad again. Well, I got another one, put it on the engine, still no luck, cannot get fuel from the tank to the engine. So with that being said, it's got to be a problem within the tank itself or the sending unit, or maybe the lines in between the hard lines and the tank. So I think it's just easier if I just rip the whole tank out of the back and we can just see for ourselves what's actually going on back there. So let's get into it. I got the car already jacked up in the air so I can fit under it to start taking the fuel tank straps off. I got a jack with a big block of wood to help support the tank because it's got like roughly half a tank according to the gauge in it. But I don't know, maybe if the sending unit's bad, maybe that's wrong. So let's go ahead and climb under there and see what we got. So here's the current plan. I'm under here now, and it's just one big metal 26-gallon fuel tank. The way these are held up in these big old GM cars is just two metal straps hold them up to the trunk pan of the car. Basically, there's three fuel lines on this particular model. You have a feed, return, and a vent for the sending unit, and basically they're jointed together with a rubber hose on each one for flex and body and movement of the suspension. With that being said, they're so old, I'm just going to snip them. So it'll make this process easier for removal. So first thing will be snipping the lines, then the bolts that hold the actual straps in, I'll loosen them, and then the plan will be to wheel this jack in and just put it in the center of the tank here and just help guide it down. But there is a cross member here, and this is a metal filling tube. So the idea is maybe if I can undo the lines and the straps, there should be enough room between that differential cover and the tank to drop it clear down, and then I can pull it straight out underneath the differential and pull it out from the back of the car without dropping this cross member, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm under here now. So what we have is a bolt here that's holding a strap, a bolt over here that's holding a strap, and here's the three old rubber lines that go to the sending unit on the tank. So honestly, I could probably just pull these off, but I'm afraid how old those metal lines are. I don't want the chance of like bending one and breaking one, so I'll probably just cut them, and then I'll probably cut those rubber hoses off of the actual metal lines after I remove the clamps. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of here. So I went ahead and cut these three lines. This one has no flexibility anymore. It's hard as a rock. These two still have some flexibility to them, and I can smash them with my finger. But this was the main feed line, so maybe there was a problem with it. So I have some updates. I got the straps off, but not the way that I intended to initially do it. But basically, the fuel tank strap bolts have welded nuts on the back of these speed clips. They're notorious for breaking, and the vice grips I had just would not hold the back side. So basically, I just ended up drilling out the fuel tank straps and using a pry bar to snap them off. That way, I didn't have to use some kind of cutting mechanism that threw sparks around the fuel tank. It ain't no big deal. I'll just buy some new fuel tank straps. But basically, we have this block of wood holding up the fuel tank now. I undid the ground for the sending unit that was right here. All right, I got the fuel tank lowered a little bit now, but basically what we have to do is that little wire that's going to the sending unit, we just have to unplug that. And after we do that, the tank should drop right out of there. So I was able to get the fuel tank out. It dropped right down, slid out, which is great. It really don't look that bad. It's not really rotted or anything that I can see. But what is cool, the original build sheet is still stuck to the top of the tank. So I'm going to try to peel that off there and save it. Basically, after close examination of this fuel tank, I started looking at the sending unit and working my way back. Here, I saw all the hose clamps are just loose on the metal line. So they either vibrated off, or somebody took them off at some point in time and never put them back on, because all the hoses are just shoved on. But this one is the main feed line, which it's got some corrosion, but the hose is split, and it's very easy to manipulate and just pull off. So I believe the root cause is it was sucking air right here where the hose is cracked and the seal is broken, so it could never pull fuel out of the tank. With that being said, I'm just going to buy a new sending unit tank and rubber lines, and I'm just going to replace the entire fuel system because the fuel parts aren't that expensive for this car, and if it just is all brand new, or a peace of mind. So this is going to mark the end of this video today. Basically, we got the old fuel components out. I'm going to order a new tank and sending unit and straps to put back in the car. So until then, I'll see you next time. And if you like this type of stuff, please make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.